Only 10 more weeks to go. What's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and we're going to talk about the ugly loss that was the New York Jets against the Miami Dolphins. Before we get started, just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY if you haven't already, and please subscribe to the podcast Just Jets wherever it is that you get your podcast. Could be here on the channel or wherever you listen to them, Spotify, Apple, all that fun stuff. New episodes every Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. You can call in, leave me your questions. And last but not least, maybe check out the Patreon, patreon.com, Matt O'Leary NY, doing bonus content over there. If you're interested in getting more exclusive Jets content, check it out. Thanks again. Let's get into it. So the New York Jets against the Miami Dolphins. Oh, what a disaster it was. The Jets got the ball first. They go 3 and out. They took a couple of deep shots trying to get the ball to Perryman. We know how much Gase loves trying to get the ball deep to Perryman. He talked about it essentially nonstop in week 1, that they were trying to get the ball down the field, but Perryman had to come off, or maybe it was in the second week when he got injured. But anyway, the first throw was just overthrown by Flacco. Perryman got himself all twisted trying to catch the ball, and then the next one was just way short. The Dolphins then would go 3 and out, and they didn't really look all that great on the first drive, but the Jets would get the ball back, and they'd go 3 and out too. So back-to-back 3 and outs for the New York Jets to start. Dolphins then would march it right down the field. They would get the offense in gear, and Shaheen would get the receiving touchdown, Ryan Fitzpatrick's first throwing touchdown of the day. There'd be many more of that to come. 7-0 Miami pretty early in this one. Next possession, the Jets are driving a little bit. They're moving the ball okay, but a massive mistake. Connor McGovern snaps the ball when Joe Flacco isn't ready on third down. They end up taking a sack, and that gets them out of field goal range, so they would have to punt. What happened there? I'm not exactly sure what was going on there, but whatever it was ugly. 7-0 your score still at this point. Dolphins again march it right down the field. They go up 14-0. Fitz to Williams. At this point, Lamar Jackson got put in a body bag by Williams in the end zone on a slant. He just completely undressed the kid. I mean, he's undrafted free agent rookie. Like, this isn't... He's not supposed to be starting. Like, he's not a starting corner at this point in his career. Poor kid. The Jets follow that up with a 3-and-out, though. Like, just not getting any better. Not a whole lot going on in the next couple of drives. Flacco would get picked off by Xavier Howard. Howard's been having a massive year with interceptions. He was trying to get the ball to Jeff Smith, but I'm not quite sure what was happening there. He gets picked off by Howard. Miami would go up 21-0 in the first half still. We're still talking first half on a big play to Shaheen to set up a little dump-off pass in for a touchdown. 3 first-half passing touchdowns for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, the pain. 21-0. In the first half alone, the Jets had 6 punts, 6, and 50 yards of penalties in the first half. Utter disgrace. Like, this team is not ready to play on a week-to-week basis. Every single week. It's the same story. You guys know it at this point. If you watch religiously, or even if you're just a casual fan, maybe check in every once in a while. No, you know the team is poorly coached on both sides of the football, and they're undisciplined. 50 yards in the half. Disgusting. Brian Poole would get an interception right before the end of the half to save some obvious points that were coming. 21-0 would be the score at halftime. Not much going on either side. Go figure. Right outside of the gate in the third quarter, the Dolphins would kick a field goal late in the third to make it 24-0, which is what the score remained, and that was the final. But I still have some more talking points that I want to get to before we go on a little bit of a rant at the end, I guess. So Ty Johnson, a couple of big runs. Like, where the hell has this guy been? He looked pretty good. I would like to see him get the ball more than the 147-year-old Frank Gore. Why is Frank Gore still getting targets and designed plays to him in the fourth quarter of a football game down 24? Gase attempted a 55-yard field goal down 24 points. It did not go well. Why they're kicking field goal from 55 yards out in rainy Miami, again down by 24, I don't know. This just nothing makes sense with this team. Nothing makes sense that Adam Gase does. Joe Flacco was sacked for 28-yard loss. Like, I've never seen that before. I've been watching the NFL like religiously since I was 8 years old. I'm 25 now, so that's what? How many years of football? It's a long freaking time, and I've never seen anything like that. He just kept dropping back. He just refused to throw the ball or scramble away. He just kept dropping backwards and got sacked. It was unbelievable. Perryman put up some garbage time numbers on the drive, so his stat line didn't look as bad as what it really was, but he was banged up again on the sideline, and great. He put up like 60 receiving yards, most of it in garbage time. Fantastic. Thank you, Brashad Perryman. The Jets would go for it on 4th down and throw a pass in the end zone that was incomplete, so turnover on downs. Tua Tagovailoa entered. They pick up a first down, takes a couple of knees. 24-0 is your final score. Jets are sitting at 0-6 and in sole possession of the number 1 overall pick as of right now. Joe Flacco today finished 21 of 44 for 186 yards. That's 4.2 yards per attempt. Like, we joke about it being at like 6 or a little under 6, like 5.8 yards per attempt. Like, Gase doesn't like to get the ball down the field. 4.2. For a majority of this game, he was at 3 yards per attempt. No touchdowns, 1 interceptions, 3 sacks, a 50 quarterback rating. Frank Gore led the way with 11 rushes for 46 yards. Ty Johnson had 3 for 42. LaMichael Pirine had 7 for 27. Joe Flacco had 1 for no yards. Perryman, 62 yards receiving. Crowder, 48 yards. Frank Gore had 4 receptions because, of course, he did. You got to get him involved. As for the Miami Dolphins, Ryan Fitzpatrick was okay at points, not so great at other points. He was 18 to 27, 191 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, a 93.3 rating. The second pick we didn't talk about, Marcus May had a interception that he pinned to his butt. So now there's a butt fumble, butt interception now, which I guess is cool, but this is just another week of running back the Adam Gase experience. Like, we got to do this 10 more times. Right now, it looks like that they are clear-cut the worst team in football. I don't see a win on the schedule right now. I know the NFL is weird. I know that maybe if they stumbled into 3 wins later in the year, sure, maybe. I don't know where those wins are coming from, but it's just utterly embarrassing. I did the math on this, so Adam Gase has coached 22 games for the New York Jets. In 15 of those 22 games, the Jets have scored less than 20 points. So in 68% of the games that Adam Gase has coached for this football team, they've scored less than 20 points. In today's NFL, that's nearly impossible. Teams are scoring at will, and the Jets are getting 1 offensive touchdown every week. It's just, you can't make it up. And there was another thing that the CBS broadcast showed, like the Adam Gase offense year over year is just continuing to get worse. And for some reason, he's still here. I have the numbers right here. In 2015, he was with Chicago. They had the 21st ranked offense. 2016 with Miami, 24th. 2017 with Miami, 25th. 2018 with Miami, 31st. 2019 with the Jets, last. 2020 with the Jets, 31st. This is atrocious. He's awful. He's been awful for a long time. I've tried to tell you that when he was hired. Some of you didn't want to believe me. Some people were still calling into my show early this year saying that I've been too hard on Adam Gase. I would like to hear from those people. I would really like to hear what they have to say right now. But 99% of logical Jets fans knew that this was coming. This was worse than anyone really could have anticipated. But this is just atrocious. This is truly atrocious. So the Jets are back at it next week against the Buffalo Bills. I put 4 units on the Dolphins minus 9.5. I might put 10 units on the Buffalo Bills next week. I don't care about the spread. They're going to get blown out again. It's going to be bad. So yeah, I guess that's it for this week. Let me know in the comments. Sound off in the comments. Come at me on social media. I'm at Matt O'Leary NY. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and subscribe if you're new. I'll talk to you next time, I guess.